So, if you're joining us live here, please let us know in the chat where you're joining from. Let us get to know each other a little bit. Before we start, we had some technical difficulties here at the beginning. Please be patient with us. Thank you for waiting. And Amy, I need to unmute you again.
There we go. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Just
So
looking at
the
where you're
chat
joining
is
from.
hard to follow.
Wow.
Hi, Kinga from Austria. Nice to see you. Ruzi is joining from Hungary. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Caroline from France. Hello. Seda's joining us from Turkey. Linda from Sweden. Anna from Cologne. Hello, hello. What a lively chat. That's great. So yeah, just want to be straightforward, very upfront. We have packed so much content today in this workshop that we're not going to be able to stick it into the 90 minutes we had planned for. So we're going to be a little bit over time. I hope you're patient with us. But it's definitely worth waiting until the very end because we do have some very valuable A, knowledge, and B, some goodies that we're going to give to you at the very end. And yeah, checking the chat again. Melba from the Philippines. Nice. Thanks for joining. Dominika from Hungary. Anli from Vietnam. Great. Amy, you want to say hello to everyone? Make a
Yes,
short
hello.
introduction.
Yeah, hi everyone. So lovely to see so many of you from so many different places. Yeah, from all over the world, and some faces that I already know, some new faces, and I'm really excited that you have all taken the time today to come along and flow with us and to spend time with our Inside Flow community. So thank you for joining.
Lovely. I always enjoy these workshops that we're hosting together, Amy. And yeah, today we have something very special planned for you. And yeah, so um, for everyone who's joining, maybe you could let us know if you're already an Inside Flow teacher, or if this is kind of completely new for you, or if you kind of just practicing Inside Flow. Maybe in the chat, share a number 1 if this is new for you or you want to get started, and a number 2 if you're already like a little bit deeper into Inside Flow, maybe even Inside Flow teacher. That would be helpful. Oh, lovely. We have a great mix.
Wow. Oh, hey.
Yeah, and that's always the challenge with our beginner online workshops because we have the tendency of so many more experienced people, also Inside Flow teachers joining us. And so we thought about this, and today we actually created something that kind of serves everyone. So we're not gonna only talk about how to get started with Inside Flow, provide you with your first incredible experience, but also we're going to share knowledge that is very valuable for people who are already in their journey, either as a yoga teacher in general or as Inside Flow teachers. And yeah, so it is really worth waiting until the very end because today we're going to share some pro tips for successfully building a yoga community. And we're also going to have a gift, a PDF that we're going to share with you in the chat later, which will include some very valuable tools and information for your Vinyasa journey and also especially Inside Flow journey. So bear with us. And you might be questioning, why are we doing this? Giving so much information out for free. spending so much time with you here online today. And yeah, because we see purpose in this. We live in a time that is very, let's say, stressful. There's inflation, there's wars, there's an economic crisis, there's still the aftermath of the pandemic, a lot of uncertainty. So these times often they tend to numb us and harden us a little bit. And in these times, we especially need something that opens us again, that makes us more vulnerable, more flowy, more at ease. And we can definitely say from experience from 140 Inside Flow communities worldwide that Inside Flow is such a space. And other than me telling you that it works, creating emotions, creating these rooms for liberation, I just wanted to share a few pictures from our events so you could get an idea of what Inside Flow can create. And yeah, this is one of our teachers. Um, Inside Flow is very emotional a lot of times. Maybe Amy, you want to share a little bit about what Inside Flow can do for people when they experience it.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that this kind of emotional side of inside flow is a really important aspect. It's also the reason that well, really got deep into the practice when I started a long time ago. I always thought of myself as someone who was very kind of not very emotional and maybe even a little bit cold and powering through and getting things done and don't need to worry about that stuff. That was kind of the attitude that I went through life with for a long time, to be honest. And for me, the combination of this mindful movement, which allows us to be in the present moment. The music, which is something that I think we can all agree opens up our heart, no matter what kind of music you like. And also the feeling of moving with other people and feeling like you're part of something in a world and a time where it's very easy to feel alone. I think those three things really came together for me personally that and helped me open up. And then also, I must admit, actually teaching Inside Flow is something that has taught me a lot about opening up, about being vulnerable, and about processing my emotions. So it's also helped me a lot in my personal experience. So yeah, that's my experience with the emotional side of Inside Flow.
So this is you being in your happy
Yeah, that's the
state of
happy
teaching.
one.
Yeah, and if you look at these pictures and think of yourself, oh, this could be me, you know, connected with other people, like-minded people that all get together to flow in a room and go through all these emotions, being vulnerable, sharing, then today is definitely for you. Yeah, this is me. And this is the face that I make when, yeah, we have some great events or when we get like incredible feedback from our customers, of which we get a lot every day. And but it's not only our customers who talk about us, even the news report that Inside Flow is a revolutionary step in Vinyasa flow. And so, talking about speaking about Vinyasa flow, before we dive into Inside Flow, Amy has prepared some practices and some tips that you can take away today without even going into Inside Flow that will enhance your Vinyasa practice or teaching in a way that I think you can imagine. And we're going to start with this Vinyasa um, deep dive. Amy, can you share with us what you have planned for us?
In my connection, but you're back now.
Okay, so I just said before we dive into Inside Flow, we want to go one step
Information.
earlier. Am I lagging now? Sure. Okay, everyone's who's joining, can you please let me know? Am I lagging? Is Amy
Nope,
lagging right
no,
now?
it's Amy.
Ah, okay, okay. Thank you. We'll wait a moment.
I think it's me. Now, give us a second. But I can see you moving, Mike, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
Okay, I
we're
think I might be
patient.
back now. There we go. Okay, perfect. I can see some thumbs. Movement is always good.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I was
perfect.
just saying that before we dive into Inside Flow, let's go one step earlier and just take a look at Vinyasa Flow, what we do differently here, how
Yeah,
we move, and how this can really enhance your Vinyasa practice, but also your teachings. So these are very valuable tips that you can take away today, right now, and just apply it and have an incredible enhancement in your practice and teaching.
yeah, exactly. So, as Mike said, so that means know that's what you probably know Inside Flow for, but we also use the movements in a bit of a different way. So that means that the way that we put the movements together is based on a really clear pattern. Okay, and that pattern is based on the concept of spanda. So some of you might have heard of spanda before in the yoga practice. If you have, you can give me a little wave or let me know in the chat. Everything in the universe is constantly in a state of expansion and contraction, right? So if we look at the seasons, if we look at nature, where as the seasons come and go, for example, the trees expand, they grow their leaves, and then they contract when they let them go. And the closest example that we have of spanda is in our own bodies, it's in our breath. Because with every breath, our lungs expand, and with every in-breath and with every out-breath, with every exhale, our lungs contract. And it is the idea that this constant expansion and contraction is what creates life. It is what allows us to grow. It is what allows us to develop. It is what builds the cycle of life. So this is a concept that we use strongly in Inside Vinyasa and Inside Flow, and we use this to create the sequences. We use this to decide which movements do I do when. So it's not just a random sequence of asanas that we like or that are pretty. It's really about putting the movements together so that we embody spanda and at the same time we support the breath. So what that means for us, I'm going to stand up, is that we always want to be doing a movement that expands when we inhale and that contracts when we exhale. Okay, so the most easy example that you could probably do is just opening the arms on the inhale and then closing on the exhale. And by creating this pattern in our movement, we support the breath, which means that the whole thing feels more fluid, it feels more symbiotic, everything fits together, which again allows us to be present, to be in the present moment. And then this also gives us the framework to move with the music. Because if you know a little bit about music, we're often working with 8 beats in Inside Flow. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by 5, 6, 7, 8. And we use this pattern in the music to fit to our breath and to fit to our movement. So that is how we bring these 3 aspects, movement, breath, and music, together in the Inside Vinyasa and the Inside Flow practice. Okay? So one example of this kind of pattern that I'm sure you already know is a sun salutation. Put your hand up if you've done a sun salutation before. Yeah? Most of us? Okay, right? Yeah. I've done a lot of them. So this is probably the example that most people have heard of, even if they don't do yoga. A lot of people have heard about a sun salutation. So we're going to actually practice that now and just do a couple of rounds so you can get into this feeling of expanding when you inhale and contracting when you exhale. So this is a good time to create a little bit of space for yourself, to grab your yoga mat. If you can't practice with us right now, I would recommend you treating this like a pranayama exercise. So if you can't flow with us right now, then I invite you to breathe with us. So at least you have two of those three components, music and breath, even if you don't have the movement right now. Okay? And then when you're ready, come to the front of your mat and just find your standing position. You can bring both hands together in front of your heart space. Okay, perfect. That looks fantastic. Being able to see everyone move is keeping me calm that my internet is working. So let's all take a breath for you, but also for me. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Good. Two more. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more. Inhale and exhale. Now continue to breathe through the nose. Inhale here and exhale. The first few rounds we just breathe. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand your chest. Exhale, feel the contraction. Good, a couple more here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Now just lift the arms above the head. Inhale. Hands back to heart. So you're expanding on the inhale. Lift the arms. Back to heart. Again, inhale up. Exhale. One more time, up. Exhale. Now we bring it into our sun salutation. Arms up, mountain. Uttanasana, forward fold. Knees are soft. Flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Now walk or step to Chaturanga, low push-up. Cobra. Down dog. Let's take one breath here. Lift your heels on the inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. Walk or jump to the front. Lift the chest. Uttanasana, fold. Mountain, rise up. Good, hands to your heart. Mountain up. Uttanasana, fold. Flat back, Ardha Uttana. Chaturanga, walk or jump. Cobra up. Down dog, bend your knees. This time we jump right away. To the front, jump up. Uttanasana. Mountain up. Good, hands together. Mountain, rise up. Uttana. Lift the chest, flat back. Chaturanga, walk or jump. Cobra, lift. Back to your down dog, bend your knees. Walk or jump to the front. And Uttanasana. Come up to mountain on the inhale. Let's do two more rounds. Hands to heart. Mountain up. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Lift the chest. Chaturanga. Walk or jump. Cobra. Down dog. Bend your knees. To the front. Inhale. Uttanasana. Exhale. Rise up to mountain. Inhale. Good. Hands to your heart. Mountain, rise up. Uttana. Lift the chest, flat back. Walk or jump, chaturanga. Cobra, lift the heart. Down dog, bend your knees. Walk or jump to the front. Uttana. Rise up to a mountain, inhale. Okay, let's do another round. I'm going to say a little bit less. Hands to heart. Up, up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And jump back. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Jump. Uttana. Rise up to your mountain. Okay, final round. Bringing movement and breath together. Arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the front. And exhale. Up, up. Hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment here to just breathe. Inhale. Feeling your breath. The activation in your body. The power of the music. Deep inhale. And exhale. Just the last breaths here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Deep inhale. And just exhale, release the hands down. Take a moment to feel, to notice. Slowly open your eyes. Okay. Good. There we go, a little bit of movement to get us started. How are you all feeling? Let me know in the chat how it was. Was it easy? Was it difficult? Especially for those of you that commented number one when Mike asked if you were beginning or if you were experienced. And maybe, well, if it's the first time, just remember it takes a little bit to get into it, especially with the breath and the movement. But hopefully you can feel how these three elements come together to create that harmony so that it's not just kind of seeing how long the movement takes and then adapting your breath to that, but it's all in this kind of framework working together. Yeah, working together to create that feeling of being in the present moment. So it's definitely supposed to require some concentration. It's not the kind of practice where you can drift off and think about your shopping list, but that's the idea, right? And this is something I notice with my students over and over again, that they say, wow, this is the class where I can really turn off my brain. Yeah, where I can really kind of stop that flow of thoughts that often distracts me when I go to other kinds of, or when I try other practices or try to be mindful in everyday life. Yeah.
Lovely.
Um,
Thank you, Amy, for this wonderful introduction into the world of inside flow, Vinyasa flow. And yeah, before we go one step further, um, or Amy, can you help me? What do you see? What are the most reasons that people bring up where they think, oh, maybe inside flow is not for me, or they're skeptical, they have doubts if it's for them? What comes up in your classes, in your trainings?
So I think when it comes to practicing, I think there are people that think they can't manage it physically, right? So they're worried that they can't keep up or that they can't move in that way. And I think the thing in general about inside flow, which I believe is the biggest misconception, is that people think it is about aesthetic. So people think that the main purpose of the practice is to look good, which for me, coming from the dance world, is the big difference to from inside flow to dancing. When you're dancing in a performance setting, you're trying to make the movement as aesthetic as possible, whereas in inside flow, it's much more about this about creating this harmony of music, breath, and movement. So I think when people worry about whether they can do it or not, it's often the thought that it doesn't look nice. But that's not what the practice is about. It's about how it feels. So that's something that I always try to tell people when they say, "Oh, I don't know if I can do it." That it's not the aim to create a perfect performance, but it's the aim to feel good in your body, with your breath, with your movement, and to feel that feeling of moving in sync with others, I think is the thing that it's really about rather than how it looks. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Amy. You have that lovely insight from teaching. And so, yeah, to address these issues, like, am I good enough for it? Am I flexible enough? We do have like a lot of people joining us that are actually a little bit of a higher age. I say higher age, higher than my age. And we strongly believe Insight Flow is for anyone. And
Mm.
because of that, I wanted to share a story of one of our customers with you. Her name is Martina. She's 62, is a yoga teacher from Austria. And she had no idea what Insight Flow was until someone enthusiastically told her about it, and she was immediately hooked. She says, "This is exactly what I was missing in yoga." 3 weeks later, she completed the online training. Since then, she has been teaching Insight Flow every week without a break. And yeah, so very spontaneously, she decided to teach her first class imperfectly on a retreat just to share. And participants were thrilled. She says some have remained to this day. And her community quickly grew from 6 to 40 participants, and her class has been added to a gym schedule, and it's always full. I never thought that my classes would fill up so quickly, she says. Inside Flow not only changed her business, but also her body. She says, my movements are smoother, my range of motion increased, and especially at age 62, that is a gift. Today, she's part of a global community, attends major events, and hosts Inside Flow workshops herself. And she says it in her words, complete the teacher training, you can only win. And with that, I want to, yeah, give way for the full Inside Flow experience now. Amy, we're really curious what flow you have prepared for us today.
Yes. I'm really looking forward to sharing this one with you. So let's get started right away. You're already a little bit warmed up from the sun salutations. So come to your mat. We're going to start at the front. Just to, for the people that are here for the first time, one thing that I want to just let you know about an inside flow class, every movement that we do, we will repeat several times, right? So that means if a movement happens or we do a movement and you think, whew, what was that? Maybe it's something new. Please don't worry because we will keep repeating it, okay? So if you need a moment just to watch and see how something works, please do that and then just jump back in when you're ready. And remember what I said before, it's not about how it looks, but how it feels. So don't get too caught up in the details and enjoy the flow, okay? So at the front of your mat, bring your hands together in front of your heart space. Take a breath, take a moment just to reconnect to that flow, that expansion and contraction in your chest. We're going to move at a nice slow pace today. I'm going to put the music up a little bit. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, and exhale. 5, 6. Now lift your arms up for mountain. Inhale. Left foot back, lunge. Warrior 1. Up. Now open to a warrior 2. So you're opening to the left side. That's it. Reverse warrior. And maybe a little different. You're going to circle the hand round and down to the front. Uttanasana. Roll up to stand. Hands together. Arms up for mountain. Inhale. Right foot back, big lunge. Just allow the arms to sink down and then continue the circle. Lift the chest. Good. Warrior 2 to the right. Lift your left arm for reverse. Lean back. And the left arm continues that circle all the way to the front. Uttanasana. Roll up. Hands together. Rise up, mountain. Left foot back for a lunge. Circle the arms up for your high lunge. Open to warrior 2. Let's add something on, shall we? Right arm up, reverse. So now, as you circle round, pull your left knee down to the front of your mat. Now you're going to stand up and reach the left arm up like you're trying to grab something overhead, and then just come to stand, Tadasana. Mountain. Right foot back. High lunge, circle it up, inhale. Open up to your warrior 2. Left arm lifts for reverse. Now the left arm continues to circle all the way to the front, right knee in and down. Now you reach the right arm up. We call this reach, okay? Nice and easy, Tadasana. Not a hard name to remember. Mountain arms up. Left foot back. High lunge, circle up. Warrior 2 to the left side. Reverse warrior, right arm lifts. Now circle down to the front, left knee comes down. Reach up your left arm. From here, step back, hands to your mat, just a normal lunge. Right leg up for 3-leg dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg up, 3-leg dog. So we're switching sides. Lunge to your hands. High lunge, circle up. Open to the right side, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Circle round to the front, right knee down. Right arm reaches up. Step back, hands down. Left leg up, 3-leg dog. Down dog. Right leg up, we're switching again. Right foot lunge to the front. High lunge. Warrior 2. Good. Reverse warrior. Circle round, bring the left knee into the front. Good. Reach up. Yes. Step back. So now you have an option. Stay here for a moment. Either 3-leg dog like we practiced, or if you want a little bit more fire, make it a side plank. So the right side goes up. Down dog. Left leg up, 3-leg dog. Lunge to your hands. High lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse, left arm up. Circle round, right knee to the front. Reach the right arm up. Good. Step back, hands down. Now again, your option, 3-leg dog or side plank. And downward facing dog. We do that one more time just to be sure. Take the right leg up. Inhale. Lunge to your hands. Exhale. High lunge up. Warrior 2. Good. Reverse warrior. Circle round. Left knee to the front. Left arm reach up. Good. Now step back, hands down. 3-leg dog or side plank. Down dog. Left leg lift. Inhale. Lunge to your hands. Come up for high lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse, left arm up. Circle round, right knee to the front. Good, reach up, right arm. Nice, step back, hands down. Your option again, left leg up, side plank or 3-leg. Down dog. From here, roll to a plank. Knees down, toes tucked, child's pose. Roll to sit. If you need, you can lift the hips. If your knees don't like that, hands to heart. Now hips up, arms up. Inhale. Good. Press back to Uttana. Use the hands if you need. Mountain, rise up. So you're standing at the back of your mat, hands on your heart. From here, lift your right knee up. The arms go with it. Now cross your legs almost like an eagle, but you're not going to hook the foot today. So just keep your foot free and the arms follow your right foot. From here, you're going to take it to the side. I'll do it this way. A flying tree. Good. Just come to stand. Release the arms. Mountain up. Hands to your heart. Okay, arms up, right knee, no, left knee up, sorry. Cross your legs, your hands follow your foot. Flying tree, the left knee pulls to the side, big circle, and Tadasana. Mountain up. Hands to your heart. Right knee up, inhale. Take the arms with you. Cross the legs, the hands follow your foot. Good, now flying tree, big circle to the right. From here, pull the leg behind you. Your left hand grabs your right foot. Twisted dancer and Uttanasana, forward fold. Roll up. Hands to your heart. Mountain, just mountain. And bring your hands back to your heart, exhale. This time, left knee lifts. Inhale. Cross the legs, your hands follow your foot. Flying tree to the left side. Now take the left leg behind you, right hand grabs your left foot. Rise up for dancer. Uttanasana fold. Let's repeat it. Roll up. Hands together on your heart space. Right knee up. Inhale. Cross your legs. Exhale. Eagle. Good. Now flying tree to the right. Take the leg behind you. Left hand grabs your foot for twisted dancer. Press your foot into your hand as you open. Expand. And Uttana, fold. Roll up, use the core as you roll. Hands to your heart. Left knee up, inhale. Eagle, cross the legs, exhale. Flying tree, open to the left side. Woo. Right hand to your left foot for prep. Open up for your twisted dancer. Now this time when you release, don't come to Uttanasana. Instead, come all the way down to kind of a Malasana, but your legs are together and your heels are up. Now gently drop the knees and lift the hips. Sit down, hands to heart. Open your arms, inhale, and child's pose. We do that one more time, tabletop. Tuck your toes back to child. From child's pose, lift your hips, lift the arms right away. Big opening. Woo! And Uttana. Push back. Mountain up. Hands to your heart. Lift the right knee up. Inhale. Cross the legs for eagle. Exhale. Flying tree to the right. Left hand to your right foot, dancer prep. Dancer up, inhale, reach the right arm forward. And Uttanasana, knees are soft. Roll up, use the core. Hands to your heart. Left knee up. Eagle pose, cross the legs. Flying tree to the left. The left knee pulls out. Good. Right hand to left foot. Press your foot to your hand for dancer. The second time, we come down to that Malasana variation. Gently drop the knees, lift the hips. Child's pose. Okay, now roll to sit. We have the last puzzle piece of our flow now. Hands together. Open your arms to the sides. Child's pose. Now circle your right arm for a swimming table, let's call it that. Back to child. Left side, swim the left arm. Good, back to child. Now right arm swim, and this time when you go back to child, your right arm is going to go to the right side, next to your mat. Then the left leg extends so you open across your mat. You can stay here for a moment. We call this mini wild thing. So press from the ground to open your chest, and then come back to child's pose. Left arm swim to table. Hips back, left hand to the side. Then the right leg opens across your mat. Hips up, chest open, and back to child's pose. Roll to sit. Hands to heart. This is the last puzzle piece of our flow, okay? Open your arms. And to the front for child's pose. Right arm swim. Right hand to the side, hips back. Now left leg extends to the side. From here, swing your left leg to the front of your mat like a half splits. Now mini warrior, so that means you lift your heart, lift the chest, and just bring your hands down, tuck your right toes and lift your right knee up from the mat. Okay, this part is important for the transition. Now come up for a high lunge. Now turn to the right, bend your right knee, send the hips back. We call this rainbow warrior, but it's like Skandasana, but not quite as low down. From here, you're going to circle to the front. Your right arm goes up, left arm follows, reverse warrior. Hands down to the front, down dog. Come to plank and child's pose. Now swim with your left arm to table. Hips back, left hand to the side. Right leg open up. Good, right leg swings to the front. Half splits. Mini warrior. Hands down, lift the left knee. High lunge. Now turn to the left, we do it slow. Bend the back leg and send your butt to the back of your mat. So let's just look at the arms. Your left arm is at the top. That means this arm moves first. Circle the left arm to the front. Right arm follows, and you do a big windmill until you get to your reverse warrior. Genau, that's it. That was German, sorry. Hands to the front. Down dog. Plank pose. Okay, let's do it a bit smoother now. Child's pose. Right arm swim to table. Hips back, right hand to the side. Left leg extends for your mini world. Swing your left leg to the front. So now, come to mini warrior, tuck the right toes, because you're going to lift the right knee and come straight to rainbow. Reverse, right arm leads the movement. Circle round, hands down. 3-leg dog, left leg up. Down dog. Plank pose. Knees down for child's pose. Left arm circle, swim. Left hand to the side. Right leg open to the side, mini. Perfect. Swing your right leg to the front, half splits. So now mini warrior, this is important. Tuck the left toes, lift the knee, and then rainbow. Good, reverse. Woo. Hands down to the front. 3-leg dog. Down dog. Plank pose. Child's pose. Let's do it one more time. Right arm swims, inhale. Hips back, right hand to the side. Left leg out, inhale. Swing the left leg to the front. We're going to add some on. Mini warrior. Tuck your toes. Now lift the right knee and then rainbow. Reverse warrior. So maybe you remember, keep circling and bring your right knee down to the front. It was a long time ago. Reach up the right arm, inhale. And step back, exhale. Your option, 3-leg dog or side plank. And you're going to come straight to child's pose, and it makes it easier if you leave your toes tucked. Now swim your left arm to table. Left hand to the side. Right leg extends mini wild. Swing your right leg to the front. Mini warrior, hips forward. Now lift the left knee, press back to rainbow. Reverse, left arm leads the movement. Woo, and circle round, left knee in. Reach up. Hands down, step back. 3-leg or side plank. Child's pose, tuck your toes. So now, lift your hips, lift your arms. Good. Press back to Uttanasana. Use the hands if you need. Mountain up. Perfect. Hands to your heart. Right knee up, arms up. Cross for eagle. Flying tree to the right side. Left hand grabs your right foot behind you. Open for twisted dancer. Uttanasana, forward fold. Roll up, use the core. Hands on your heart. Left knee up, inhale. Cross for eagle. Flying tree to the left. Good. Take the leg behind. Grab the foot. Open for twisted dancer. Now straight to Malasana variation. Knees down, hips up. Take a seat, hands to your heart. Take a moment here, take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Ooh, okay. Good. Stay there if you can. Like I said, just taking a deep breath. Okay, what we're going to do one round of the flow with everything together, just like we did, but now it's the real song. Now it's the song that this sequence was made for. So I'd say we do a round first, and then we see if there are any questions after that first round. Unless someone has something super, super urgent that they want to get out there right now. From what I could see with my left eye, we're looking good. Okay, perfect. So come to sit at the back of your mat and bring your hands onto your heart. You can close down the eyes here. Take a breath. And of course, as hopefully you noticed, in this sequence, we're also embodying the principle of spanda, the expansion and the contraction, which means that we will start on an inhale. So I will count you in, and then as soon as the music starts, you can just open up your arms, and that's your first expansion. So with your hands in your heart, take a deep breath in, and exhale it out. Deep inhale, and exhale. One more. Exhale, 5, 6, 7. Open your arms. Child's pose. Swim your right arm to table. Right hand to the side. Left leg out, open up. Left leg to the front, half splits. Mini warrior, open the chest. Now lift the right knee, press back to rainbow. Reverse warrior. Circle round, right knee to the front. Right arm, reach up. Good. Step back, hand down. 3-leg or side plank. Child's pose. Left arm swim. Left hand to the side. Right leg open. Good. Swing the right leg forward, half splits. Mini warrior, hips up. Lift the left knee back to rainbow. Good. Reverse. Nice. Left knee to the front. Left arm reach up. Step back, hands down. Side plank up. Child's pose, tuck your toes. Now lift your hips, lift your arms up. Press back to Uttanasana. Mountain up. Hands to your heart. Right knee up. Cross for eagle. Flying tree. Dancer prep, left hand to foot. Dancer up, inhale. Uttanasana. Roll up slow. Hands on your heart. Left knee up. Cross the legs. Circle flying tree. Grab your foot. Up, up. Malasana, come down. Knees down, hips up. Take a seat, hands to heart. Drop the head. Okay, good. Take a breath here. Good. Slowly open your eyes. Okay, everyone. So, For some of you, that maybe was your first inside flow. So if that's the case, definitely give yourself a little round of applause. And for everyone else, also give yourself a round of applause for your practice. Yes. Okay. So that's the whole sequence now. So maybe you notice we did it in small pieces and then put it all together at the end. And the whole sequence is underpinned by this principle of spanda, expansion and contraction. Okay. Perfect. So thank you, Angelica. And so, yeah, if there aren't any questions, I'll give you a moment. Then I will talk a little bit about the song and the movement and how they fit together and what the meaning is behind it. Because this is, to be honest, this is like the thing with Inside Flow that I think is so, so, so special, because we don't just choose the songs because they sound nice or because the speed is good, which is also important, but because they have a message that means something to us. And this song is called Still Waiting to Start by Nina Nesbitt. She's a Scottish singer. Um, and actually, this is an older flow that I kind of dusted off and got back out today and thought I would share it with you. Because in this song, she sings about going home to where she's from and feeling like she's not where she wants to be in life. You know, comparing herself to other people and thinking, wow, they're all so grown up, they're all doing so well, and look at me, I'm still waiting to start. I'm still not where I want to be. And I think that we all know that feeling in some area of life at some point in our lives. And you know, the thing with this feeling of comparing ourselves to others, and especially when it comes to life's timelines, is that it can actually have the opposite effect, that it paralyzes us and it stops us from starting, it stops us from making the step that we want to make. And this almost happened to me as well. So I moved to Germany in 2011. I was 23, yes, 23. And this is where I started my career. So this is where I was after university, starting work. And the first few years, I was surrounded by friends who were amazing. But those years, I felt so behind because they were all in jobs where they were traveling lots, they were earning lots of money, they were climbing up the ladder, and there was me kind of still stuck in where I felt like was my first job that wasn't really, I wasn't getting anywhere, I was just treading water. The song is called Still Waiting to Start. We will send it to you later as well. So in that time, I felt like all of my friends were racing past me in life. They were buying apartments and getting engaged, and I felt like I was just treading water and not knowing where I was going, you know? And I very nearly, actually, quit it all and moved back to the UK. I was very, very close. I even packed up things in boxes and had them sent home. This is how close I was to leaving. But it was in this time that I decided to follow a dream that I'd been dreaming of for a long time, to do a yoga teacher training. So I met a yoga teacher and he was wonderful. I enjoyed the classes so much. And I asked him, where did you do your training? And he said, Inside Yoga. And so I went to the Inside Yoga studio. I did my first Inside Flow class. I did not know what Inside Flow was, by the way. I just went to the class and it happened. And from that moment on, I feel like I really started to follow my heart rather than worrying about what everyone else was doing. And signing up for that first training was my first step, was my starting point. And, you know, now I am able to look back on 10 years of teaching Inside Yoga and Inside Flow, and I feel so proud of the things that I've been able to do, but also so grateful that I've been able to meet so many people and really follow the path that my heart wanted, rather than listening to all of those comparisons and allowing that to paralyze me. So if there's something that you've been thinking about doing, if there's something you've been thinking about starting, this flow and this song is a reminder that we don't need to listen to comparison. when we're deciding what path to take, but instead that we should listen to our hearts, because that's the one that's going to show us the way. That's the one that's going to lead us down the right path, even if we're maybe a little bit later than others around us, even if we're on a different path, even if our path is slower, even if it seems completely crazy to everyone else. The most important thing is taking that first step and following the steps that your heart wants you to take. Okay? And I read a quote today actually about this, and it says, "Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take this moment and make it perfect." Okay, I couldn't find the person it's from, but I really liked it, so I wanted to share that with you. So that is what this flow is about. So as you move through these last, I think we do 2 more rounds, I invite you to listen to yourself, to your body, to your heart, and don't worry about the perfect moment to take that first step to whatever it is that your heart wants, but instead take this moment and make it perfect. Okay? So yes, I will turn up the music for the final rounds. Come to sit at the back of your mat and bring your hands on your heart. I'll put it nice and loud so that you can really feel it. Okay. So with your hands on your heart, take a moment to close your eyes. Turn your gaze inwards. And just ask yourself that question. What is it that I'm putting off for the perfect moment? What is it that I'm waiting to do just in case, or because what might other people think? And rather than worrying about whether it is the right moment, whether you're good enough or fit enough or young enough or old enough, listen to your heart, hear what it has to say, come back to it over and over again in your practice, and take this moment and make it perfect. Take a deep inhale and exhale. 5, 6, 7, open up. Child's pose. Right arm swim to table.
The older I get,
right hand to the
the
side.
younger the old seem. I'm
Left
further from
leg out.
16 now. That's about when I left
Half splits.
the town that I come from. Now those friends
Mini
I
warrior.
moved on, yeah. And isn't it
Lift the
sad
knee for rainbow.
that drinking in the park was the best thing we
Reverse
had?
warrior.
Oh, just there in your car,
Right knee to the front.
singing songs about love before we know
Right
what it
arm
was.
reach up.
Growing
Good. Step back, hands
up,
down.
I'm still young at heart.
Side plank.
How do I make time stop?
Child's pose.
'Cause I'm still waiting to start.
Swim to your table, left arm.
I remember the nights
Left hand to the
too
side.
young to get in. We
Right leg
memorized all
out.
the lines on your sister's car.
Half splits.
Now we'd rather stay in and talk over
Mini
cheap
warrior.
red wine. And look at us now,
Rainbow.
scared of the future.
Good. Reverse. Left arm leads.
And I don't know how
Left knee to the front.
life flies by like a bullet in
Reach
the
up.
sky. Going up,
Big step back.
but I'm still young at heart.
Side plank.
Do we make time stop?
Child's pose.
'Cause I'm still waiting
Now
to
lift your
start.
hips. Lift your heart.
And I'm holding on.
Press back to Uttanasana.
I keep falling
Mountain rise up.
apart. Do I make time stop?
Hands to your heart.
'Cause I'm still waiting to start.
Right knee lift. Inhale.
I wanna
Cross for eagle. Exhale.
don't wanna
Flying tree. Dancer prep. Left hand. Twisted dancer. Open up. Uttanasana. Fold. Roll up slow. Hands onto your heart. Left knee up,
Oh, growing
cross for eagle,
but I'm still young at heart.
flying
How
tree,
do I make time stop?
and prep your
'Cause
dancer.
I'm still waiting to
Now
start.
big open up, left arm up,
I'm holding on,
malasana,
but I keep
knees down, hips up, inhale,
make time stop.
take a seat, hands to your heart,
Still waiting to start.
drop the head.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to start.
Okay, good. Take a breath before this final round. And I'll say a little bit less in this round now so that you can really focus on bringing those three elements together: music, movement, and breath. To turn the gaze inwards to unlock whatever it is that is inside your heart that wants to be heard. Take an inhale and exhale. 5, 6, 7, open up. Child, right arm
The older I get,
to the side,
the younger the old seem. I'm
left
further
leg,
from 16 now. That's about when I left
half split,
the town that I come from. Now those friends
mini
have
warrior,
moved on, yeah. And isn't it sad
rainbow,
that drinking in the park was the best thing we
reverse,
had? Oh, just there in your car,
knee down,
singing songs about love before we knew what
reach
it
up,
was. Oh, I'm growing up,
lunge back,
but I'm still young at heart.
side plank,
How do I make time stop?
child,
'Cause I'm still waiting to start.
left arm
I remember the nights,
to the side,
too young to get in. We
right leg
memorized all
out,
the lines on your sister's car.
half split,
Now we'd rather stay in and talk
mini
over
warrior,
cheap red wine. And look at us now,
rainbow,
scared of the future, get
reverse,
lost in the past. Oh, and I don't know how,
left knee down,
but life flies by like a bullet
reach
in the sky.
up, big step back,
But I'm still young at heart.
side plank,
Do we make time stop?
child's pose,
'Cause I'm still waiting to start.
hips up, arms up,
And I'm holding on,
press to Uttanasana,
but I keep falling apart.
mountain,
How do I make time stop?
hands to your heart,
'Cause I'm still waiting to start.
right knee lift,
Up on 1,000
and cross,
steps. Don't wanna
flying tree,
bottle
left hand to foot, up, up,
up on 1,000
Uttanasana,
Don't wanna last
up, up, hands to heart, left knee, cross, flying tree,
How do I make time stop?
and prep,
'Cause I'm still waiting to start.
up, up,
I'm holding on,
malasana,
keep falling
knees down, hips up,
make time stop.
hands to your heart,
'Cause I'm still waiting to start. Yeah, I'm still waiting to start.
Okay, stay there, take a moment, take a breath. Feel the beating of your heart in your chest, that expansion and contraction of your breath, that feeling of being present and being open to what your heart has to say in this moment. And whatever it is that it is whispering to you to start, I hope that this flow, this sequence, this song gives you the courage to take a deep breath. Open your eyes. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're doing well after the practice, feeling activated, energized, a little sweaty. If you are, I'm sweaty too. It's okay. Yeah, let us know how you're doing in the chat. And if it was your very first flow, don't worry if some of it was still a little bit unknown or a little bit confusing or you're not quite sure. As with everything in the yoga practice, it's practice. That's why we call it that. And the most important thing is that you were able to find some kind of connection to yourself, right? Thank you, everyone.
I am so jealous right now. Would have loved to flow with you all. Yeah, please share in the chat a short reminder that we still have something planned for you today. First of all, we're gonna talk about tips for successfully building a yoga
Definitely.
community, and we have a gift for you if you make it all the way to the end. But yeah, now we're gonna take a look at some of your messages. I keep hearing myself through your microphone, I guess. So Caroline says, so good. It's not easy to be on the right beat. Kind heart yoga, beautiful. I feel great and happy to be able to be here to flow with you all. Thank you. Nice flow. Thank you so much. It was great. Thank you very much. Yes, so as we can see from the messages, it is truly a magical experience to have all this in sync, the movements, the heartbeat, the song, the lyrics, the beat. And I am very confident that you felt today how in this flow you really tend to forget everything around you for a moment. And wasn't it incredible, the feeling to just be in the moment without any to-do list, without a carousel of thoughts? Do you feel lighter inside? That's how I feel after an Inside Flow class. And what you just experienced in your own body was no coincidence. There's actually science backing this. There's a famous scientist who has been studying this topic for decades, and his name is really hard to pronounce. I'm not going to attempt. But yeah, he researched the flow state. That's how we called it, being in flow, being in this flow state. And he gained crucial insight on how it works. And he describes it as a state in which the task you're doing offers just the right amount of challenge, neither too difficult nor too easy. And yeah, that's when we can really fully immerse ourselves into something. And in this flow state, there's no longer any separation between what you do and what you feel. Everything flows into one another. And the sense of time and self-doubt, they just disappear. Space and time vanish. And this is already our first tip here for yoga teachers. This is the exact step-by-step guide how we create classes that really bring people into the flow state. Inside Flow checks all these boxes. You start with step one, you find the right challenge, which Amy has done beautifully today. You choose the right music that actually moves you. And I don't want to brag about traditional yoga music, but it's not music that actually moves us very often. And step three, you bring everything into synchronicity. We felt it in our bodies today. the movement, the lyrics, the song, the heartbeat. I think there's even more. But yeah, if you bring all of this together, you get into this flow state. And then you add emotions and relevance. Amy shared a beautiful story today, a story that we can relate to, a story that we felt was authentic and relevant for us. And then this sense of achievement. I remember quite clearly when I did my first Insight Flows, it was such a hard challenge to remember the sequence. But then at the end, eventually you kind of you can do it. Yeah, like Amy helps in, repetition number one, repetition number two, but then you have this sense of achievement where you can actually do the full flow and really immerse yourself into this flow state. And studies show that people in this flow state release fewer stress hormones, such as cortisol, and instead release more dopamine, which is our happy hormone. And yeah, this is really powerful. It's a pretty cool tool, and it's really an awesome secret weapon for stress relief and for feeling happy from inside. And this is how it looks like for me in my flow glow after an Insight Flow class. Yeah, and which is the reason why it's so natural that we get these comments everywhere we share Insight Flow. Amy, I know these are screenshots from some of the events we had with you recently. Heather says, so lovely to see all the extraordinary magical faces I've been missing. Uh, Kind Heart, oh, you're here again today. I just love this flow. Heard it on a commercial recently and remembered how the flow made me feel the first time I did it. Yeah, it brings us back to memories, to emotions that we have felt before. And this is beautiful. Because let's be honest, how often in our everyday life do we wish for exactly that? A moment in which we feel liberated. Wouldn't it be incredible if you could not only experience this state for yourself, but also pass it on to others? Amy just said it at the very beginning, like the true, yeah, how did you describe it? Like the feeling of flow is even stronger if you share it with others.
Yeah, the feeling of being with other people in a world where it's so easy to feel lonely, definitely.
Yes, and that's why I have this question right now. Would you like to know how to bring exactly this kind of flow state into your classroom? Kat has answered this question with a yes a while ago, and she says, I am so proud of myself whenever I see the words fully booked or waiting list appear next to her Insight Flow classes. She was receiving a lot of resistance actually when she started teaching Insight Flow from traditional yoga studios. But then eventually she yeah, made it happen that some of our classes were accepted in some studios, and now they're the most popular classes in the studios that she's teaching. And she says in the two studios she's teaching in Cologne, she has 30 to 50 participants every week, and she's really happy about having taken this step. So let's suppose our time in this workshop here would be over now. Would it have been worth your time? And now, with all this new knowledge that you have acquired today, can you imagine the incredible impact it could have when you experience and pass on this flow state regularly? I'm very confident that with what you have learned today, you are already much further ahead than most yogis out there. And if you use this knowledge now for yourself, you will be able to transform your practice and your teaching. Insight Flow is a unique experience, how you experience it today. And it was just a first taste of it. But also a one-time online workshop can, just give you a small glimpse of what it really is. So imagine if we could go even deeper. Suppose there was a way to truly master Insight Flow, a structure that will help you to apply this method step by step. Would you like to hear how this opportunity could look like for you? I see some heads nodding. I'm happy about that. That's why it's a huge pleasure for me to introduce you to our Inside Flow Fundamentals online teacher training, which is the only training with which you not only experience Inside Flow, but master it 100%. And what I'm going to do now is just guide you through how our training works. We're going to go through it chapter by chapter, and so I'm going to present to you what you can learn in our training. Maybe Amy, you can help me a little bit because
Yeah, of
you're the
course.
expert here. It's not me. So in chapter one, it's an introduction where you're gonna, dive into inside flow, also see some similarities to Vinyasa yoga, why it's also a revolution in Vinyasa yoga. You will hear the story, how it evolved, how our founder, Young-Ho Kim, created it, how it came into life. And then in chapters 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, you're going to learn inside flows. And maybe you can walk us through what is the full package for each flow. I know there's
Mhm.
like sequencing and then alignment breakdown, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So for each flow, we have the class, just like you did for this flow. So you'll learn how to do the flow step by step. It's not just like we give it to you and then let you learn it on your own. We help you by doing the whole build up, by doing the full class. And then we also have an analysis for each flow. So the analysis is where we look at the structure of the song and the choreography or the sequence so that you really understand how the movements fit together. And we also have a short alignment part for each flow. So we're at probably one or two, maybe even three of the movements from the flow will be explained again in more detail from the alignment perspective, because alignment is also important here. We want to move in a way that's sustainable and that feels good. So we also do that for each flow as well, so that you have that additionally. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. So, and then chapter 3 is all about music. So we're going to look into why music is so central for Inside Flow, how to synchronize the movement with the beat, how we done beautifully today, and the basic rules, also how to select songs that actually work. Amy shared today the most popular songs have this basic structure of eights, and but how you listen to it and how you identify songs that work for Inside Flow, that's what you're going to learn in this chapter. And then we're going to take a look at some fundamentals, like some basic inside flow principles, how a class is structured, how the breath and the movement work together, how also the beats per minute and the energy affect the class, and how you bring this all together to create a great experience. And then it is about teaching. Uh, Amy, maybe you can talk a little bit about teaching. What do you teach our to be inside flow teachers how to teach?
Yeah, so this is really about how to structure your class, how to um, teach inside flow, which is very different from other styles, what kind of cueing that requires. Also, and that's the more technical side, which is very important, but also the more emotional side. How do you bring your theming into it? How you do the storytelling, which, as I said, is for me is one of the, well, there's so many things about it, but storytelling is really so unique and I love it. And that's what you'll learn how to do here. And how also to hold the energy, which is a really big aspect in inside flow. Holding the energy in the room, shifting the energy in the room depending on what kind of inside flow you're teaching on any given day, and learning how to use your teaching skills to really meet your students where they are and take them on a journey through the class. Yeah.
Lovely. And then we have one more chapter that is about creating inside flows. It is not a task for the very beginning, starting teaching, but we teach you the basics on how to, count a song. Before Amy created the flow to this song today, she counted all the beats in the song, made a structure of the whole song, and then created the movements to it. Maybe you want to share a few thoughts on this?
Yeah. So that's a really important part about um, inside flow sequences. Like I said, it's not just random movements in any kind of order, but we really do use the structure of the song to give us the structure of the sequence itself, because we want a sequence that people are able to remember. We also want a sequence which is, for me, a very important difference between yoga, between inside flow and dancing. We want a sequence that is balanced for the body. So we're not just doing everything on one side, but it should be balanced between the left and the right sides. And then also we want to use the movement to embody the music. So I would use very different asanas than today's flow if my song were more like a rock song or more of a powerful song. You wouldn't just use the same asanas, but you really want to choose the right ones to embody the emotion of the song.
And then after it, it is all about starting your career. So we don't leave you alone with a ton of knowledge and then let you out into the world. We're going to give you very practical tips and guidance on how to start with Inside Flow. And then at the very end, something special is waiting for you. This is our exam. Yes, in Inside Flow, we take things very seriously. We have a high standards in quality. So we prepare you very well for an exam that is a theoretical, a multiple choice test, but also practical, where you submit a video of yourself teaching an Inside Flow, and you're going to get personal feedback on your teaching. And there might be the option that you have to do a second try before continuing. And this is our last chapter in the training. Altogether, we have this put together this course in a way that is very flexible for you for learning. You can do the on-demand videos from wherever you are. We have a mobile app, we have a tablet app. You can do it on your laptop, and there are more than 65 videos in total in this training. It's a 50-hour Yoga Line certified training, and as I said, there's a exam waiting for you at the very end, which is roughly around 6 weeks after you start with the training. The good thing how we structured it is really suitable to do it part-time. So you don't have to take a full week out of your schedule to do the training. You can do it on the side. Have we lost Amy? I guess so. Let's continue and wait for her to return. And yeah, at the end, you will receive an official Yoga Line certified, but also Inside Yoga certified certificate. And this is also what Gloria did. She says that Inside Flow really changed everything for her. Before that, teaching yoga was just a hobby for her, but through Inside Flow, her perspective completely shifted, she says. She discovered a new passion, and through the teaching and everything she has learned in the training, she has become much more confident and authentic as a teacher, which is what she says. I teach exactly what I love: yoga, music, dance, and choreography, and it just feels right. Alongside, you'll be supported with a workbook that includes all the knowledge from the videos in a concentrated form, in a written form, also with extra practices and reflection tasks. And this very, very important thing. The training doesn't stop there. It's just not just only another online course where you buy some videos, because you see, the problem that we see with a lot of trainings available is you start somewhere and then you go all the way through the modules of a training, watch the videos, acquire some knowledge, and then you get your certificate. And first you think, okay, great, I finished the training, lovely. What we see is that you might have a goal with a training. You might want to go somewhere with it. And this goal is far beyond the certificate. So, and on this way, you might experience some challenges. Challenges about teaching, challenges about how to interact with students, challenges about, oh, I have a very mixed class now. Some are very experienced, some are very beginner. How do I handle this? And so the real challenge, we believe, is not in the knowledge, in acquiring the knowledge, but applying the knowledge in real life in teaching. And so, of course, we have thought about it. So our training includes a 6-month package where we are at your side for 6 months. So we can really ensure that you get into your flow, A, B, are successful at bringing your participants into the flow state, and so you can also celebrate your unique successes. And yeah, you're not alone in this journey. We host these trainings in a group. You're gonna start with people, like-minded people who have the same goals, same desires, but who also have the same doubts, fears, and challenges. And in our live sessions, you will receive direct instructions, personal feedback, and the opportunity to exchange ideas with other participants. And you'll be guided by this lovely team. There's Amy, there's Anna, Youngho, who created Inside Flow, and many more. Together, it's more than 100 years of teaching experience, and those are the people who you have by your side. And yeah, with this training, so you will learn everything you need to master Inside Flow for yourself and as a certified teacher. And today we have an unbeatable offer for you. Let me check the chat if we have any feedback from Amy.
I'm here. I'm on the other
Ah,
computer.
okay, you're here. Okay,
I
lovely.
switched.
Good, good, good. I was a little worried if we lost you.
No worries. I'm here.
So yeah, so you might have the question now, okay, sounds great. So look, sounds like a great training, but what's the cost? So I want to start here. If you get into our training and are guided with coaching for 6 months from our teachers, this would end up in an investment of 6,000 euros, which is for the 6 months, roughly 1,000 euros per month. The good thing is we can provide basically the same level of commitment from ourselves and same level of guidance in a group setup. And there, our original price for this training is 1197. And today, for the next few days until Sunday, we have the special deal of 997 euros as an investment for this training. And if you decide within 30 days that this is not for you, we'll give you your money back, a 100% refund, no questions asked. We are so confident in what we teach, in what we share, that your investment is 100% secured. And yeah, this is where you can find more information. So please maybe take a photo of the QR code. We will also share some links now in the chat. You have two options. You can either book the training right away or set up a call with us, talk to us via email or via phone in a video call, and you can get your personal questions asked all about Inside Flow and how the training works. And now let's go one step further. Let me make the deal that we're sharing today a no-brainer by giving you some really extremely valuable gifts. So first of all, we have some deep dive training days. So as I said, we have this online course and we have some live sessions, but we also saw that there's much more need for like actually in-depth practice together with people in the room, just like today, but just for a longer time. So we kind of mimic what we experience in a yoga room, and we get together for multiple hours. And you're gonna get this over the next 6 months, every month, for at least a couple of hours. You get together with our senior and pro teachers, just like Amy and the other teacher training team. And this is how this looks like. You get together in Zoom, you analyze songs, you're gonna count the beats, you're gonna analyze the structure of the song and how the flows can be created to the song. Then we're also gonna set up some practice rooms where you can just get together with other ones in the training and just prepare together, give yourselves feedback where none of our teacher trainers is going to be present, but just you, and we open the room for you to practice together. We're also going to give you some extra courses. So we have a Insight Flow starter course, which is worth 199 euros. You're going to get this gifted into your package. And we also, Amy mentioned it during the training today, Insight Yoga. Insight Yoga is kind of the whole system behind Insight Flow. It goes much further. And the Insight Yoga method is a condensed version, the 200-hour knowledge we have in this training, the yoga training, and you're going to get this course on top. As I said, we're going to support you for 6 months. So you're going to get access to our online library of videos, not the training videos, but we have a subscription-based app that includes more than 1,000 videos of insight flows, but also alignment workshops and much more. And you're going to get access to this, this membership. You're going to get our regular Q&A and coaching calls for 6 months, and you're going to get our chat support for 6 months. We also get together in Zoom as a community to celebrate when new teachers have finished the training and got certified. And this is a alumni event where you're gonna get access to as well. We usually host them 2 times per year. And then there's something very special today, something we've never done before. Maybe raise your hand if you have ever heard about Insight Flow Summit. Okay. Amy, can you help us? What is an Insight Flow Summit?
Yes, of course. So an Inside Flow Summit is where teachers from a region, or well, actually, it's usually from all across the world, no matter where the summit is held, where we come together and spend 6 days together flowing, talking about our experiences as teachers, creating new experiences as teachers. You can, as a teacher, you will get tips, and there's also possibilities to have your own flow creations workshopped. There are events in the evenings to grow your community, to network, and it's really a week full of flow, fun, connection, and also a lot of emotion as well, I would say.
Thank you, Amy. Yeah, and we're gifting you a 300 euro ticket voucher for our Insight Flow Summits. The next one is going to be very soon in November in Thailand. So also a very great opportunity to travel. And the pictures you've seen at the beginning of the presentation, those were all pictures from our Insight Flow Summits. This is usually the place where the emotions are the highest, the most intense. And or you can choose our European Summit, which is next year in Hungary, in Budapest, in May. Yeah, this is how these events look like. Usually there are like 200 people plus joining, and as Amy said, from all over the world. So Insight Flow teachers coming together to just celebrate and experience Insight Flow for themselves. And there's one bonus, a surprise bonus, which I will not talk about today here in this workshop, but if you get into the training, we have a way for you to get your full investment of the training back if you continue your journey with us. And but more on that we will share in our onboarding. And this is the full package. So the complete teacher training, Insight Flow, flexible learning, 13 chapters with 60 plus videos, 50-hour yoga alliance certified, a theoretical and practical exam, the official certificate as an Insight Flow teacher, a workbook, a community, deep dive training days. Now we're getting to the bonuses, the Zoom practice rooms, Insight Flow starter course, the yoga training, 6 months of support in our premium app through coaching calls and chat support, and 2 times per year our ceremony class, a summit ticket voucher, and a secret voucher of for an investment cashback. And all this together, you get bonuses worth north of 3,000 euros. for your investment of 997. This offer is valid until Sunday, September 14th. And the QR code and the link in the chat is where you can find more information. As I said, you can just either book it right away or talk to us via email or set up a call with us. We're very happy to go through it all together. And this is just a quick reminder that we still have some information for you today, which is something we're gonna talk about right now. And then we will share the gift for everyone who stayed until the very end. So, Amy, it's your turn again. We are preparing something that we have not done before. I can hear myself again. Thank you. So a very business positive workshop for yoga teachers, especially for Inside Flow teachers. And we call it From Class to Community, How to Succeed from Day One. And today, yeah, this is another bonus actually. When you get into the training now, you get this workshop on top. And Amy is gonna share like the most valuable nuggets, the most practical tips of this workshop with us here today.
Yes, so the idea behind this workshop is to help you make the transition from having all of this kind of knowledge about teaching inside flow, the flows, the teaching skills, the cueing, like all of this practical stuff, and how do you actually bring that to people? How do you actually bring that into classes? How do you create community, and how do you make that a part of your yoga business? Whether you teach full-time or part-time, it doesn't matter. It's about really taking what you learn and putting it into action. So we spoke about that today, not just sticking with the theory and thinking about it, but really going for it. And I'll be in this workshop, which I will do together with Hee Kim, another Inside Flow Pro teacher. We'll be talking about how to get your first Inside Flow class up and running, how to even start teaching Inside Flow. And I will also be covering how to create successful Inside Flow events. So a lot of people kind of say, oh, I don't know if I want a regular class at the beginning, which I would always recommend, because practice is really the best thing you can do, but that's another thing, that's another topic. But a lot of people start or want to create events, so specials or master classes, maybe even workshops that are outside of a usual studio class special, and maybe there are even events that you completely organize yourself. And so I'll be covering that in the workshop, talking to you about what are the different options, how you can really, well, how can you first of all organize the event, then how to make the event itself a success, and of course how to have people keep coming back to your events. Because this is the thing with events. With a regular class, you're there every week and they consistently know when they can find you. But with special events and individuals, it's usually really about getting people in each time, because if there's not a certain consistency there, then there's obviously more work for you to do on that aspect. So I thought today I would just share 3 quick but still really important tips for creating a successful Inside Flow event. And the first one is to give it a theme. So give it some kind of theme that makes people think, I want to go to that class. So that might be catering it specifically to people that are beginning with Inside Flow. It might be about the type of flows that you're going to teach. It might be about specific aspects of the flow practice, maybe some alignment. So something that makes people think, okay, I'm going to go to this event outside of my usual schedule, because there needs to be a reason for them to come, you know, beyond what they see in a usual class, in a normal class. And when you're talking about themes, this is also something really unique to you. So we're also going to talk about how to find the right theme for you to teach, because it should be something that you can relate to and something you're really going to be able to give them a lot of knowledge on, but also feel good speaking about. So that's my first tip, finding the right theme or the right focus. And the second one is to make it memorable. So you want to create something in your event that's going to make it memorable. And I put that into three different aspects. Either it's the informative side, so information that they have that makes them remember it, or it's entertaining, so the entertainment aspect, that they have such a great time, or it's the emotional aspect, that they find something in themselves that they maybe wouldn't get to in a normal class. So that's another thing, to really make your event as memorable as possible, because that is what's going to get people telling other people about your events and also have people coming back. And my third top tip is to create some kind of community building aspect. So there should be something in your event or workshop or masterclass that creates connection. Whether that's within the class itself or as an addition to it. This is something that I see over and over again that is so important for people nowadays. I think in our modern lifestyles, we can really lack that feeling of community. And yes, in a yoga class, people do tend to speak to each other maybe more than in other fitness or kind of other classes they go to, but still it's usually quite reduced, it's quite quick, people have to go places, they have places to be, people to see. And so I always recommend creating some kind of aspect within your event that creates a feeling of connection, and that's going to get people coming back and also telling other people about it. So those are my top 3 tips for creating a successful Inside Flow event. And I look forward to going into those in more detail and also workshopping it based on your specific needs and experiences when we get together then. Let me read the question. Yes, there's a question about the time of the December sessions. That should already be there. We do try to get the times that work for the most people across the globe. So yeah, definitely check that out via the code that Mike has put on the screen for you.
I was talking, muted. We also thought about giving you all as we're giving you a heads up about this event, you're the first people to hear about this, a way to, have a better deal than anyone else. We have an early bird price for this workshop. So either you can get into the Inside Flow training, you will get this workshop completely for free as a bonus, or if you're already Inside Flow teacher, then you can get into the workshop via the QR code. And also until Sunday, there's the special deal. And yeah, I see there's some German on the slide. I'm sorry about this. We're gonna put up a a closed community group as well. I'm translating the lower part for you, where you have the chance to submit questions, and so Amy and he are really able to construct the workshop in a way that is really helping you with the challenges and questions that you have. Because our deepest passion and mission is to support yoga teachers in their journey and help them become successful and have fulfilling careers with yoga and Inside Flow. And here's our offer again for the Inside Flow training. Quick reminder, the offer is valid until Sunday, so please get on to the page, get all the information you need, or I can highly recommend, we have a great team supporting this. Set up a call with us, talk to us. We will walk you through everything and provide you answers that you need to make your decision. And now, I think this is one of these moments. We're coming to the end of the workshop, and this is one of these moments where you are faced with a decision. And maybe money or time, or even both, is tight right now. And I understand that very much. Here's what I know. The timing for great opportunities is never really right. And at the same time, this is often the perfect timing to embrace a new opportunity. You all know this. The best decisions often feel very challenging, but it's exactly these moments that shape our future. Right where you are now, you have the opportunity to set a new course, and the Insight Flow teacher training will be just that for you. We are very confident in that. And if for whatever reason it doesn't work for you, you're bulletproof and protected by our 100% money back guarantee. And Insight Flow has already changed so many lives. And maybe today is the day it changes yours too. The opportunity is in front of you and the decision is yours. And so I know that, Amy, you were in front of this decision not very long ago. And from talking to you in many conversations, I know Amy has found something that brings her deep fulfillment in her everyday life and in her work. Something that helps her finding real and effective connection to herself and to her students. Is that quite right, Amy? What I said about you?
Very well put. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is the QR code again for the Insight Flow training. This is the QR code for our workshop. You are the first people to hear about this. We're going to do this in December, as said, and you have a special deal that is also valid until Sunday. And our team shared it already in the chat. I hope you clicked the link or saved it somewhere. Please save it. We're not going to send it via email. We're just gonna, we had this prepared just for the people here who made it all the way to the end. And this is a very cool tool that will help you get started with Insight Flow, some practical tips on spanda, what we did today at the beginning, on breathing, on beat, some pranayama guides, and also song suggestions, and some sequence ideas that really flow. How we call it, sequences that flow. And all of this you will find in this PDF, the gift that we share with you. Where's the link? Ocean Moon Yoga says. I just asked my team to share it again, please. And it will be in the chat in a moment. Please bear with us. Yeah. Amy, is there anything you want to say at the very end? A little bit over time, as I said.
Yeah, just thank you to everybody for joining, especially, well, to everyone, of course, but especially the people that really tried something new, because I know that that can always be really, well, kind of scary. And I love that you brought so much openness to this event that we did here online today. And equally, thank you to all of the well-known faces that I saw today. It was lovely to see you, and it's always nice that we can get together here online in between the summits when we get together in real life. So thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for guiding us through this Insight Flow experience today. And that is the end of the workshop. Thank you all for sticking with us here, and we hope to see you soon, either online or in person. Get your gift, get your bonuses, get your deals. All of them are valid until Sunday. And with that, we say bye-bye. Thank you so much. Go with the flow.
Bye bye, everyone. Thank you.